Hey folks, Chrysanthe here, Director of the Sadie Activist Retreat Center, and I'm here with my buddy Tara Jones today. So this week for you, for the Go SIRC Barnyard episode, what we have is we have a spotlight on one of our family members who's been with us since 2006. Tara here, her responsibilities are quite large. It would be hard to really describe them in full. I guess the best way to put it is she's the property manager, which means that her responsibilities include not only taking care of the outside, making sure that everything always looks great, but also fixing anything that breaks when y'all come and visit. Lastly, she's also our resident ringmaster, which means that she oversees all the care, the feeding, and anything that the animals need on that end. So that's a little bit about what she does, but let's take this chance to get to know Tara a little bit better. All right, so Tara, you're married. Who is this mystery man?
His name is Kevin.
Kevin, okay. Tell us a little bit about your wedding.
We actually got married here. Literally right here is where we set our vows.
Cool, and when was that?
2016, in August.
Oh wow, it's coming up again.
Yeah, 4 years.
All right. So you joined the Retreat Center family 14 years ago, but was that your first experience at the Retreat Center?
It was not. If y'all remember Joe or Farmer Joe, he has worked on and off of this property for at least the last 40 years. And I grew up next door to him, so I grew up with his kids, and he would bring us out here for day trips where we'd get to play with the animals, hang out, maybe help paint something, and hang out in the pool. It was a good time.
Wow. So that was before we owned anything.
Correct.
It was
Pride Acres.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So back in the day, you used to come when you were a kid growing up, and then later it became an option that maybe you could work here. So what made you want to work here?
The freedom of being able to work outside. It's not like an office job or a reception desk where you're stuck inside every single day. So it was outdoors, which I have a degree for landscaping and whatnot, so I could use that periodically.
Oh, so you got to use your degrees and it kind of had the atmosphere that you wanted. Cool. What's your favorite thing about working at the Retreat Center?
I don't know that I have just one. As I mentioned, I love working outside, so that's helpful. It always makes it easier to want to come to work when you love the people that you work with. I think we're a pretty close-knit family. I like seeing the new people that I get to meet in the groups.
Cool. All right. What's your least favorite thing about working at the Retreat Center?
Bad weather. Working outside when it's really windy or raining, hailing, snowing. You're sore, wet, cold by the time you go home. It makes for a very long day.
So it's funny, your favorite thing about working here is working outside, and your least favorite thing about working here is working outside.
Correct.
Only in bad weather though. You did say that. You did say that. Okay. All right. What's your favorite memory here at the Retreat Center?
I don't know that I have one specific favorite memory, but I do love watching other people make memories. I can remember one time way back when the only building that was here was the Log Lodge, and the Philopticos had come, and they were having their weekend retreats. And one evening, I stayed well past my shift. They invited us to hang out with them for dinner, and they had loud music. They were dancing in the streets. It was great.
Leave it to those Philopticos women.
Basically.
Rowdy. A rowdy bunch they are.
Basically.
They still come up to this day every year, and they are definitely rowdy. Love you ladies, but they're rowdy. Okay, so they're far away. They can't hear what you're going to say. Who's your favorite animal?
I don't have just one favorite. I love them all. I like when the goats come out and hang out with me while I'm working. The cats will come up and rub on your leg as you're going to get equipment and whatnot. Danny is a character. He's a ham. So like if I'm having a bad day, I usually go and hang out with him for a good 5 minutes, and he picks my spirits up.
Leave it to Danny. Just kind of nuzzle you.
Yeah, comes over, puts his head right here. That's all he's got to do is put his head right here and just give me love.
There you go. All right. So what's one thing not work related that people would be surprised to learn about you?
I do some pretty fancy stuff with cakes. I love to bake.
It's amazing because like your birthday will roll around and all of a sudden there's this fantastic cake or cupcake arrangement or multi-layered cake made out of candy bars that just kind of magically appears for you. It's great. So you're not Greek and you're not Orthodox. So does that impact you at all working here, not being of the same faith or of the same ethnicity?
Not really, not as much as one might think. I mean, every once in a while, it's a little bit of a factor with the language barrier, because a lot of the people that do come here are Greek, and I don't speak the language, but most groups are very open and welcoming, and they have taught me many things, and yeah, so not really that big of a effect.
All right. Well, on that note, in honor of Easter, which you were able to celebrate yesterday, Christos Anesti.
Alethos Anesti.
There you go. See? Something she learned. Didn't know that. All right. What's been one of the coolest things to see since you started working here?
Probably the growth of the facility. Like I mentioned earlier, there was only one building, which was the Log Lodge, or like the chapel used to be a garage. So watching them be transitioned into something that's more useful and built for the facility, and then each building that keeps popping up periodically, it's just a huge amount of growth.
So like back in the day when out of the Log Lodge, you could probably only have groups of maybe 20, 30 people tops. And then now in the summer, we've got 220 people a week during Canary. You know, just
big
to kind of
difference.
see the ends of the spectrum there. That must have been cool to be able to see.
For
Awesome.
sure.
All right, so you've been working here since 2006, which means that this is your 14th year with us. And so I looked up what the appropriate gift is to give to someone to celebrate their 14th anniversary with them, and it's actually ivory. So I did look into getting you an elephant, yes, an entire elephant, and then I remembered that Kevin didn't really want you to get another cat, so he might have something to say about a whole elephant. So instead, what I did is I went out in the woods and I found this very nice deer antler. And so in honor of your 14th circiversary, I would like to give you this deer antler. Thank you for your service.
Why, thank you. I will cherish this forever.
Okay, if this is your 14th anniversary, your 14th circiversary, that means next year is your 15th circiversary. What are you going to do to celebrate?
You know, I haven't really thought about it, but just maybe I'll go to Disneyland.
Oh. So what Tara doesn't know is we're going to include a couple of messages here from some of her coworkers to let her know exactly what we love about working with her.
So what I like about working with Tara is not only is she my boss, but she mentors me like a big sister.
I like Tara as a coworker because she's always willing to help out, and best of all, every year for my birthday, she bakes me something.
What's not to love about Tara? She's the jack of all trades. She can literally do anything. She's the woman of many hats. You have a question about nature, you have a question about plumbing, you have a question about electrical, you have a question about construction, she can answer you. But the best part about working with Tara is her baked goods. She loves baking and she always takes care of us. She's like the mom of the team. We love Tara.
Hey everybody, Father Cosmas here. Hope you like my quarantine beard. Just doing a little work on my house, so excuse the mess, but I had to take a moment to just share about how much it's been a joy for me to work with Tara Jones at the St. Iakovos Retreat Center. Tara is a really joyful person, but you wouldn't know it right away. She's always there to help, to lend a helping hand, and she really cares about what matters and what needs you have. I'll never forget one time we were doing a retreat with Peter and Paul, and we needed to open up about 250 little tea lights that we were going to use out in the field for an evening glow-in-the-dark dodgeball game, capture the flag game. And I was opening them frantically, trying to take the little plastic out of them so that they'd be ready to go. And it was very time consuming. And Tara walks by, and I think she noticed that I was trying to rush and get this done. She had to do something. She walks back by, and without even me asking, she just starts calmly opening them up with me. And I'll just never forget that, because it was a small way that shows how much she cares about you and notices you and cares about you. Tara's always been that way with camp, with the retreats I've done up there, and she's just a joy to work with. So cheers to Tara.
Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed getting to know Tara Jones a little bit better. She really is the glue that, I guess, actually she applies the glue that holds this place together. She's a pretty integral member of our family here. So next time you visit, make sure you find her and you give her a big thank you and maybe a high five or a handshake or something in honor of everything that she does in order to keep this place the home that you get to come back to. Stay tuned and make sure you pop in to watch the Fun Friday update that's going to come out later this week. We're gonna give you another chance to get outside, even though you're stuck inside, get outside and enjoy the experience of the retreat center. Also, make sure you catch our news blast, which is gonna come out tomorrow. There's a fun activity in there, so I really hope you enjoy doing that. As always, you and your family are in our thoughts and prayers. We ask you to keep the retreat center and the staff in your thoughts and prayers. Additionally, if you're able to, consider supporting us financially. As of right now, we're unable to host retreats in groups like the fantastic ones that Tara mentioned, and so any support that you give will go directly towards maintaining the facilities through the staff. So, to make a contribution, just head to our website or utilize our mailing address to send a check. All right, Tara, why don't you close us out?
Well, friends, that's it from us. Stay safe, which means 6 feet apart. Stay healthy. Don't forget to pray. And as always, stay home.